All right, so I think we are live. All right, so we are going to be trying something different this go. So my name is Adam here, and I am the head of sales. And so typically our founder CEO Cho does the lives, but I'll be walking you through sort of what is through my eyes on when I walk through the production line, but also kind of like the background on what got us to what we are doing here today, and more of like throughout the production line, the build process, but also I know every single one of these clients, and so I'll be able to tell you kind of like the story on, what caused them to go with one of our vintage moderns. And so sometimes clients, they have like the original Broncos, like the 60s, the 70s, and they're kind of just sick and tired of these like old car problems and hassles and headaches, and they end up just wanting to get something exactly what we build, which is you get all of your modern luxuries and also all of your safety features, but also the drivability of a modern day vehicle. And but then again, you also have clients that just want to get something truly unique that's out on the road, and you just don't see anything like this anymore, especially with the colors that we build. We build some magnificent colors and just icons from the original 60s and 70s. And so like this one, this is Brittany Blue. This is the most iconic color that you can go with on a vintage. And so this is the Brittany Blue. You're going with the Wimbledon white grille, the vintage stripes. This is probably the most iconic variation that you can go with on the vintage. And this one also has the worn glove interior paired on the inside here. And another portion with like that you don't see in like classics with the 60s and 70s is the level of fit and finish on the interior. Because like if you guys have ever like sat in an old classic car, I mean, it is just covered in like plastic and like cheap aluminum. I mean, it's got like hard plastics on the inside. It's just not a comfortable driving experience. But our founder, Cho, he used his Urus and his G-Wagon as the baseline for the interior. So like anything that was like plastic, cheap aluminum, I mean, we converted to billet aluminum, we leather wrapped it, we Alcantara wrapped all throughout the inside of the vehicle. So like we have clients that have like the G-Wagons, the Range Rovers, the Bentleys, Aston Martins, Ferraris, like even like Bugattis and Koenigseggs, and they say just how much they love and like on the interior, how comfortable and just the fit and finish of it. So now, this is one of our clients, Lindsay here. So she absolutely was going between a ton of different colors. She started off with the blues and then went with the greens, but couldn't find a green that she just wanted to land on. And it was definitely a purchase that she's been thinking of for quite some time. And she wanted to make it extremely special. So she didn't want something that everybody else had. It's like our boxwood green, our Sherwood green, which this is a very close, similar to Sherwood, just doesn't have metallic. But the boxwood is much more pastel, and this one, you still get the classic look, which you don't see a lot of manufacturers building these anymore, these colors. But this is Sherwood green with no metallic. So when you look at it, it is just this deep pigment and goes extremely well with the ball glove brown. So this is slightly darker than our worn glove up at the front, over on the Brittany Blue. But just take a look at the close details of the fit and finish on the diamond quilted stitching on the inside. This is the station where we start to assemble all of the interior into the vehicle, but also do the wiring for the upgraded audio system. and you'll see all throughout, everything is documented with like SOPs, quality checks. You'll see up here, there's like descriptions, there's tools, there's torque specs, there's notes, and photos on exactly how to do every single step. And I mean, this is exactly how we build these vehicles, just like modern OEMs, but also to 100% perfection. So here's another Brittany Blue. Looks like this one just arrived up from our paint facility as well. We got Eric putting the stripes on. Eric, how much of the build did you complete today through the stripes? Because I know Cho stopped by earlier.
Yeah, so about 95%. All that's left is the rockers.
There we go.
That's it.
Yep, just the rockers. So how long do you think it takes to do a whole build with striping?
Prep and everything's about 6-7 hours.
6-7 hours? Wow. Yeah. All right, awesome. Well, I'll come around again. But another with these stripes is these are vinyl stripes, and so sometimes with our clients, they like to change the colors every now and then, or end up wanting to swap the look of the vehicle after a couple years. And so now this is our final detail. Now this is actually one of our partners' builds. This is a beautiful macadamia metallic with the vintage stripes. Graham, if you're watching, this one's yours. So this one's about to get ready for the final inspection. Has the chocolate with the woven tuxedo. Now this is another upgrade that we have on the vehicle. So this is the teak wood in the rear, so it goes in your cargo area, and so right in there you have a built-in cooler with actually a drain plug, and then you have a little roadside kit. So I'm not going to reach over it, but since it's getting right ready for the final detail. What do you guys think about the macadamia metallic with the chocolate interior? I think the only thing that could have just wrapped this up and tidied it up and made it look perfect was we just have a new option, which is called the espresso top. So it's like this deep brown that goes almost like identical to this chocolate Alcantara on the inside. So I think that would be like the option that just kind of puts the icing on the cake for this one. And then I love how the woven tuxedo just goes so well with the vintage stripes on the exterior. Yeah, so good. Now, this is the chassis on what we start with. So typically with like old classics and like restorations and resto mods, I mean, all of those vehicles are built on that like 50-year-old engineering, 50-year-old technology. And with this vehicle, it's all built on a 2025 Ford chassis. And so we retain your like drivetrain, your frame, all of your modern safety features, which no other classic car has. So you get 6 airbags, you get 1 in your steering wheel, 1 in your passenger dashboard, 2 in each of the front seats, and then 2 curtain airbags. And I'll actually go swing over to an actual classic, which we used to build. So check this out. You can tell the difference between each. So this vehicle, the biggest things that changes, one, aside from your safety features and 2025 engineering, but this vehicle is all built on a basically just a steel frame and a motor, and you get the engineering from 50 years ago, and it's pretty much just steel panels, and you get that with that vehicle. Now, what increases the drivability is this vehicle is 8 inches shorter than our current model, and then the wheelbase and track width is 2 inches narrower. So what that means is the vehicle sits on a short wheelbase, so these two axles are closer together, and then these two wheels are also closer together, and so you get this vehicle that sits on a higher center of gravity, and it drives like a 50-year-old vehicle. You could go take it down the road, and you're gonna go seesawing in between each lane. Now, when you take this vehicle, and I actually used to do the test miles in building with those resto mods, and I joke about it, but I actually had calluses on my hands from it because you just go in and out in between, and you also have like a wooden steering wheel. But with this, like, you can take it on road trips, like 100 miles, couple 100-mile road trips. Like, I wouldn't even bat an eye because you're just so comfortable. I've done it many times, especially going down through like Miami. You can take it to like Coral Gables, up to like Palm Beach. I mean, that's like an hour and a half, 2-hour road trip, and I mean, it did not feel like driving in an old car by any means. So, but this is the Wimbledon white. The worn glove interior, so you can tell that worn glove is definitely one of our more popular options. This client is this is Frank and Jewel, and so I mean, what a beautiful spec here. So this is the mallard green. You got the vintage stripes on here with the Wimbledon white trim, the Wimbledon white wheels. I don't think we've done a mallard green with the stripes and all the Wimbledon white trim, and so yeah, it's tied up. This came out really nicely. So one, Frank and Jewel, they actually had like the old classics, and they basically just didn't want to do what they used to do, which was like buy another old classic and not drive it because it would just sit in the garage. And so when they actually they didn't come to the factory, but basically it came out, and one spec'd this out and went through, and it was pretty much exactly what they were looking for, which was everything that they would find in their modern luxury cars, which they're used to with their G-Wagons and everything like that. And they didn't want to get like an old Defender. So, but even like, check this out over here. So stunning. Like, you typically would never find anything like this on the inside. You get like lane keep assist, cruise control, media controls, a fully digital dash, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, modern AC and heated seats, and a heated steering wheel. And then you also have a shift on the fly 4x4. So you can just click a button going 80 miles an hour on the highway and shift straight onto 4x4. So now, this vehicle just sold earlier this week, and this one was in inventory, and we like rarely have any sort of inventory. So whenever anything does come up, they go extremely quick. And this one we had listed on the market and then sold, I believe it was on Tuesday. And this gentleman, I think it's going to go down to Florida. So got the worn glove interior. This one you typically see with the stripes and the Wimbledon white accents. This one's a little bit more, I guess you could call it toned down. And then you have the midnight blue body matching calipers. This is a new option that we just announced. I think it was like last month. So, but you'll have a range of different options on the vehicle, like your Fox suspension. So we partnered up directly with Fox themselves. Their CEO is even a client of ours, so they tuned it exactly for our application. You can take this around like corners and turns. It eliminates nearly all of the body roll. And then you also have like a Roush Performance package where you get like your intake, your exhaust, your Ford Performance tune that increases your horsepower and your torque to the vehicle. So, and then of course you get like your audio system. You have to have a killer audio system when you drive this down. Just drive it with the top down, the windows down, everything like that. You hear the highs and the lows very clearly. You get a subwoofer that we engineered that gets tucked right into the side panel, right on the inside. And then this is, of course, the teak wood. Retractable steps. So another story right here. So this is a client, Eric, and I believe this one's going over to Texas. And if you guys can't tell, this is something that we've never done, which is a bright blue stripe and a red. Now, I'll let you guys take a guess on what team this is, because the first time I had the conversation with him, I didn't know a team up until he actually told me, because he wanted like a blue and a red theme. But it is the Houston Oilers. So he is an absolute massive Houston Oilers fan. So we have a few clients that, a majority of clients are all big sports fans, but he wanted to go with a Oilers blue and red stripe all throughout the bottom with the white. So not the Wimbledon white, but the bright white. So, and of course, even to the back here, you have your like parking sensors, your backup cameras. I mean, everything that you'd find on a modern luxury vehicle. So production's about to wrap up here, it looks like, in the next 10-ish minutes. So we'll go through here on the production line. This one's wrapping up test miles on the vehicle. So this is the inspection bay from when the vehicles wrap up test miles. Each vehicle goes through about 50 to 100 test miles to ensure it's absolutely perfect. So and then this one's about to start per test miles the vehicle. So basically once it starts from the stripes and then it moves down to where the interior starts to get assembled, and then here all of the finishing touches like your bumpers, all of your different accents on the interior, the exterior gets tidied up, including the soft top gets installed, and then wheels get switched from demo wheels onto test mile wheels. Let's see what's over towards here. I think this is a boxwood green that we have. So this is the boxwood green that I was talking about earlier. It's a little bit more pastel than the Sherwood. Again, the worn glove interior. And of course, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the story. And because I've been with the company for nearly 3 years now, and just seen it evolve from over time on like what we used to build, which were those like restorations and resto mods, to what we're building here today. And went from pretty much a company that was a size of about 20 to 25 all the way up to, I think we just closed over 135. Francois, how are you? And with this model, and here I'll even show you guys like the inside of it. It's literally going back into time. And so this was an original restoration. So you can tell like just with the fit and finish. I mean, these are old panels that were pretty much found in a barn, and that's kind of just like the unfortunate reality, what's like kind of out there on the market, because everybody else, I mean, it's all getting built on is like trying to take these vintage cars and trying to make them modern, which you see right here, which is modernized. And you'll see like you get like retractable steps. You'll have like a digital gauge here, and you'll have like a modern audio system, like things like that, and of course modern electronics. And this is like modernizing it. But the only way you can actually do it is taking a modern car and making it look vintage, and that's exactly what we've done. And but like even going through here is like you have everything with like these old panels, these old body parts, and of course everything's getting built with like newer parts, but they're still based off of like all that aftermarket engineering. And it was kind of this just relentless pursuit on trying to make a vehicle better, because it's exactly what our clients wanted. Our clients didn't really care about the original bodies, chassis, drivetrains, like anything like that. All you cared about was the way the vehicle looked, the way the vehicle drove, and being safe in that vehicle with your loved ones. And that's like exactly where we learned in just building hundreds and hundreds of vehicles to understanding what our clients wanted, and moved into what we're currently building, which, I mean, people told us over and over that it's not possible. And but that's just not the answer here. So, but it evolved to what we have here, which is a vehicle that's all built on a 2025 chassis. You get all of your 6 airbags, your traction control, anti-lock brakes, crumple zone, side impact beams. I mean, everything that you'd find in your modern luxury car. And you can drive it day to day and use it as your daily driver. Drive it in the rain, drive it in the snow. We have clients all over the country in the cold climates and the warm climates, and in Miami when it rains, you can drive it when it rains. You can drive it in Michigan when it snows in this winter, and you just don't bat an eye when typically you wouldn't even want to take this out when it drizzles outside, because you slam on the brakes, you're going to slam straight into the vehicle that's right in front of you. So and really going back to what got us started was our founder. I mean, our founder, Cho, you guys have heard him many times, and every single time. And it all started because he bought this like old Bronco. And he gets in his garage, and it's like beautiful from 10 feet away, as with everything. Like if you go look at this orange one, it looks beautiful from here, but you get close to it, and then that's where all the gremlins come up. The steering's loose, the brakes were bad, it broke down all the time, it leaked everywhere. And his wife wouldn't even ride with him because her hair would smell like gas, and he wasn't even allowed to take the kids to school because he didn't know if he was going to make it or not. And one side note with this vehicle, this is the only classic car in the world that has latch car safety seatbelts. So you can put a car seat in the back. We have many clients that do it. Driving around, I love getting sent photos from clients, and their little ones' heads are popping up right over the fender, the quarter panel. And but you can do that in this vehicle, and you can actually enjoy it with your family, because I have many conversations with clients where they have these classic cars, because I mean, who doesn't love a classic car? I love classic cars. I'm a car guy. And but you have this collection of vehicles, or even if you have just one, but you're like, there's no way I am putting my kid in that vehicle, or I'm going to enjoy it with my wife. I'm not going to take it on date night, because you get hit with a car that's with modern cars, they're just getting heavier and they're bigger. And you get into an accident in a classic car, it's 50-year-old engineering, it's 50-year-old safety features, and even calling them safety features is not even it. So, with the clients that say that, is they're like, I was looking for something better. I was looking for something that I wanted. And even like the vehicles in this price point, in this range, and you have the G-Wagons and the Range Rovers and the Defenders, and although they look kind of like that boxy and that classic, they don't look like the originals from the early 60s and the early 70s. And they're going more sleek and they're going more modern, but really what people want and what you guys want is the original classic look from the 60s and 70s. And from those restorations and trying to make these 50-year-old vehicles better, that's when we moved into those resto mods. They're brand new bodies, chassis, drivetrains, exactly what that blue one was I was showing you guys earlier. And they were better, but they were still based off of that same chassis, which I'll go swing over to it again, which is the short wheelbase and the narrow track width and zero safety features. So it looks just newer, if that makes sense. So, but the big call out is you needed something longer with a longer wheelbase and a wider track width, but you most importantly needed your airbags. So, and then the other big one is this vehicle is built on a solid axle. So this is a solid axle chassis, and then our current model is all built on independent front suspension. So when you go drive this and you hit a pothole, it's not going to take the whole vehicle to the side. It's actually just going to just bounce one wheel and absorb that impact. So, and this is a client, Richard, again buying for his wife, and he has had the classics. They have the classics currently, but they just don't drive them because you go drive it out. You have to make sure it's hooked up to the trickle charger before. You have to make sure it's not leaking. You have to make sure it's not doing all these different problems. But really, nobody wants to deal with that. And if you could put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars into these old cars, and we have clients that have done that with those old classics. But at the end of the day, you just can't do anything about it because it's still built on all those aftermarket parts and different cheap parts from overseas, and you just can't build a reliable, safe, or luxurious vehicle doing that. And it's what moved us to this product here today. So, but this is a new color, actually not too new. We had it on the configurator, but this is the first one we've built, which is called Caribbean Turquoise. Now, this is an original classic from the 1960s and 1970s. I will totally take the credit because I spec'd this one out. You have the vintage stripes. I removed the red throughout there, so you just kind of get this like clean Caribbean, and basically just went with white accents all throughout the vehicle. Wimbledon white top. And then, of course, another macadamia. What are you guys' thoughts between... So this one has the chrome trim and chrome wheels, and then this one has the black trim and chrome and black wheels. So satin black. I don't know. I think I could go both ways. You could go with ball glove. This one has the lighter ball glove brown interior. I think I'd be between the two. Bryce, you have the inspection coming up? All right. He's got the inspection coming up. I'm not going to distract him, take him off his game. We'll go see if we can distract Nathan over here. Nathan, how's it going? All right, we're on live right now. And so this one just wrapped up test miles, right? Okay. And you're going through the inspection here.
Correct.
Okay. What are you looking for on the interior?
Anything and everything.
Anything down to the millimeter. Yes. I mean, I see. We're going through. And so how long does this... So about how many test miles goes onto each vehicle? Yeah. Wow. And then basically with this inspection, how long does it take and then going into the next station?
So my main priority every day is the inspection. So
Yep.
It should only take 3 to 4 hours, but I spend as much time as it takes to find any little thing on here. So I can spend
Love
all
that.
day on it.
Yeah.
And I have no problem doing that at all.
Yeah, you guys should see this. I know it. I pass Nathan every single day when I'm on FaceTimes, and he is maniacal about going through it. And but I mean, that's exactly what we do here, and we want to ensure that the vehicles are absolutely perfect. I mean, you're paying $250,000, $300,000 for a vehicle. You want to ensure it's perfect. I mean, we go down to the millimeter with with each gap through here. We stamp and tool our own steel body panels, but also clients are entrusting their lives with us building this vehicle, so we ensure that we cross our T's, we dot our I's, we triple, quadruple check it to ensure it's absolutely perfect. And I mean, it is a world-class vehicle. And I mean, we have people on our team from Tesla, Rivian, and they've even commented on how strenuous and how many times we check it, and they didn't even do that at Tesla or Rivian. So, but it's a lot of fun working here too, because I do have the privilege to take one out whenever I want, and it's a lot of fun. You just toss the windows off, throw the top down, and here, I'll go swing over to the one that I'll probably be driving this weekend, and what do you guys think about this one? So this is a blush pink Love Shack Fancy. Wait till you see the interior on this. This is a custom one-of-one edition that we did. Some clients have sat on the inside. They're like, whoa, how can you sit in it and not get distracted by like every single little piece of like flower all throughout? I mean, we worked extremely closely with this client to ensure that it was perfect and exactly what they wanted to envision. So like the pink stitching that slightly contrasts with the white and the darker pink, the Wimbledon white accents throughout the inside. And of course the bow on the front. So and then check out the soft top. So you can just push this up with one hand, and then this latches down just like so. So one, your wife, your kids can do it very easily, and then you just pop up just with one hand. So Terrence,
Hey man, how you doing?
all right, walk us through with what you're doing here. So this one's about to ship out?
Yeah, this one's about to ship out. So right now, I'm just wiping it down and everything and getting it prepped for ceramic coating.
Okay.
So we're gonna give it
All right.
ceramic coating before we leave.
Okay, awesome. And all right, so this one, it wrapped up detail not too long ago.
Yep.
Okay, wrapped up detail and about to ship out. So what do you think about the Brittany blue with the stripes and the Wimbledon white accents?
Very classic.
Yeah, classic.
Very classic. It just goes great. The white interior, I like it, but I'm so scared that it'll dirty. I have 2 kids.
Yeah.
So having white interior would be a nightmare.
Yeah. I can't remember if this client has little ones or not. I always say you it's up to your discretion on if you wanted to go with it or not. But I mean, it looks really nice. Snow White all throughout.
It's very American.
Yeah, very. So, all right. Well, it's good seeing you.
Good seeing you, man. See you around.
Yes, absolutely. So, absolutely love this one too. I could just totally see this along the shore anywhere. Up in the Hamptons, down in Miami, towards the shore, the West Coast. I mean, where would you guys take yours? I think if it was me, I'd take it to the Keys, Palm Beach. So I think whenever I talk to clients, the first thing that they say that they're going to go do is take it to their country club so that they can show it off. And you just open the tailgate. I mean, check this out. So you just pop this open, one hand, opens down. You got your golf clubs in the back. I mean, you just can't beat it. So. And I get the question all the time, no matter where I end up taking it, is like, because I've taken it all across the country, East Coast, West Coast, and people will always ask me what year it is, and I'll tell them to guess, and they'll go they'll check it out all throughout each body line. They'll check out the gaps. They'll look at the tail light or something, and they'll go like 1968 or 1972, and I'll tell them you're close, but it's actually a 2025. And that's just the great part with what we have here today, is because even some specialist or person that had one back in the day, like I was literally in a parking lot, and a lady walked past me in I was in a Brittany blue one, and they go, and then she goes, I had one just like that in high school back in the day. And but little does she know, when you look in the inside of it, is completely different than the one that she had in high school. So I told her to look at it. She goes, how did you guys do this? And but I mean, that's just what people cannot tell the difference. And why would you pick something without safety features, 50-year-old drivability, reliability not compared to a modern car, or you can go with something that you get the look from the early days, but you also get all of your modern car safety features. You can enjoy it with a family and absolutely not have to bat an eye or think about any sort of thing that would come up. And if anything does, which is unlikely since it's all built on a modern chassis, a modern drivetrain, we have traveling technicians that are certified that will fly from our headquarters in Atlanta all the way to your home, wherever you're at or wherever the vehicle's at. So, but it looks like the... Seth, how's it going? Can't run into Seth. He runs our production line. I think I would get removed from the lives if that happened. So, but it was a pleasure speaking with you guys, and I think we're going to wrap this one up here today. And feel free to call or text us at any time. You'll be able to speak with me, Sebastian, Rachel, Matt, Bobby, anyone on our team here, and would be happy to get you guys into one of your dream vehicles. So again, my name's Adam. Hope to see you guys soon, and